Hi, hello, my dear students. A very good evening to all of you. So, warm welcome to Master School Foundation program. So, in last class we did some mains model problems related to LCM and HCF. So, today we are going to continue those problems. Now, let us start the class today. So, by observing this problem, so look at this problem. So, here we have the largest number which divides 2053 and 967 and leaves a remainder 5 and 7 respectively is. So, options are given as A 38, B 54, C 72 and D 64. So, we are dividing the given numbers 2053 and 967 by some number. So, and leaves a remainder 5 and 7. If we divide the number 2057 by that number, we will get the remainder as 5. If we divide the number 967 by the same number, we will get the remainder as 7. So, which number is that? Among the options, we have A 38, B 54 and C 72 and D 64. Here by using the options also, we can pick the correct option. So, how can we take? So, take 2053 and 967. So, divide those two numbers by 38, 54, 72 and 64. So, for which option we are getting the remainders as 5 and 7, that can be taken as the correct option. For two options, if we get the remainders as 5 and 7, then we can take the largest number. So, that is one method, or by using the LCM and HCF. So, by using the HCF concept, we can say the largest number which divides 2053 and 967 such that the remainders are 5 and 7 respectively. So, actually by dividing the number 2053, we are getting the remainder as 5. By dividing 967 by the same number, we are getting the remainder as 7. So, if we subtract the remainder 5 from 2053, so what we get? So, that is 2048. So, by dividing the number 2053 by some number, we are getting the remainder as 5. If we subtract that 5 from 2053, then we can say the remainder will be 0. If we divide the number 967 by the same number, we are getting the remainder as 7. So, that is why by subtracting 7 from 967, you will get 900. You will get 900. So, by subtracting 5 from 2053 and by subtracting 7 from 967, so we have gotten 2048 and 900. By dividing 2048 and 900 by the same number, you will get the remainder as 0. Now, let us find the GCD or HCF of 2048 and 900. Let us find the GCD of 2048 and 900. So, after getting the GCD, check the answer. So, that will be the answer. Now, HCF of 2048. So, HCF of 2048 comma 900 is, to find the GCD or HCF of two or more numbers, we have to divide the greatest number by the smallest number, where the greatest number is 2048 and the smallest number is 900. So, that is why by dividing 2048 by the smallest number 900. So, 9 3 are 27, but here we have 2048. So, that is why 900 into 2, that is 1800. So, this is 8, this is 4, 20 minus 18 is 2. So, we have not gotten the remainder as 0. So, that is why again we have to divide the divisor 900 by 248. So, by dividing the divisor 900 by the remainder 248. So, if we take 4 times 4 into 250,000, but here 900 is there. So, that is why let us take 3 times. So, 3 8 ja 24, 3 into 24 72 plus 2 74, 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 4 is 5, 8 minus 7 is 1. So, 156. So, 900 minus 144. So 10 minus 4 is 6, here 9 there, 9 minus 4 is 5, 8 minus 7 is 1, 156. But here we have not gotten the remainder as 0. By subtracting 744 from 900, we have gotten the remainder as 156. So again by dividing 248 by 156. So 156 into 2 times means you will get 300 plus. So that's why let us take 156 into 156, 8 minus 6 2, 14 minus 5 is 9. So 92. So again by dividing 156 by 92. So 92 into 1, 92, 6 minus 2 is 4, 15 minus 9 is 6. So 64. If we divide 92 by 64, so actually here we have 2053 minus 5, 13 minus 5 is 8. So 2048 plus 5, that is 2053. Next by subtracting 7 from 967, so actually sorry for 967 minus 7, this is 960. So sorry for that. So actually 967 is there. We are subtracting 7 from 967. So that's why 967 minus 9 is 960. Now the HCF of 2048 and 960. So we have to find the HCF of 2048 and 960. So actually here 967 minus 7 is 960. So that's why. Now let us find the HCF of 2048 and 960. So 2048 and 960. If we take 3 times, so 3 into 0, 0, 3 6 are 18, 3 into 20, 60 plus 1. So if you take 3 times, you will get more than 3 times 27 times. So that's why let us take 2 times. If you take 2 times, then 2 into 0, 0, 2 6 are 12, 2 9 are 18 plus 1, 19. So this is 8, 4 minus 2 is 2, 20 minus 19 is 1. Here we have not gotten the remainder as 0. We have gotten 128. So that's why again we have to divide the divisor 960 by the remainder 128. So 960. So by dividing the number 960 by the remainder 128, if you take 5 times, 5 12 is 600, if you take 7, 7 8 is 56, 7 12 is 84 plus 5, 89. If you take 8, 8 8 is 64, 8 12 is 96 plus 6, 1002. So that's why let us take 7, 7 8 is 56, 7 2 is 14 plus 5, 19, 7 1 is 7 plus 1, 8. So 960 minus 896. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 15 minus 9 is 6, so 64. Now by dividing 128 by 64 exactly we can cancel 2 times 2 4 is 8, 2 6 are 12. So remainder is 0. So that's why HCF is 64. HCF of 2048 comma 960 is 64. By observing the options, we have 64 in option D. So that's why the largest number which divides 2053 and 967 such that leaves the remainder 5 and 7 is 64. So the largest number equal to, so therefore largest number is 64. So we can take option D is the correct option for the given problem. So if we want to check whether it is correct or not, divide 2053 by 64, you must get the remainder as 5. Divide 967 by 64, we must get the remainder as 7. So since 2053 and 960, we are dividing the numbers 2053 and 967 by some number. By dividing that number, we are getting the remainders as 5 and 7 respectively. Find the largest number. So simply, so subtract 5 from 2053, we have gotten 2048. Subtract 7 from 967, we have gotten 960. Now find the HCF of these two numbers. That number is the required number. So by finding the GCD, we have gotten 64. So we can take option D is the correct option for the given problem. So take the screenshot. Okay, next let us go to the next problem. So, for every problem it is better to take the screenshot. After completing the class, you can write all the problems which you have taken as screenshots in your notebook. Next, let us go to the next problem. Here the problem is given as if the GCD of 56 comma 72 equal to 56p plus 72q, then the values of p comma q are. Here you have 4 comma minus 3, 4 comma 3, minus 4 comma minus 3 and minus 4 comma 3. So, here the GCD of 56 comma 72. So, here if we suppose that D is the GCD of the given two numbers, then we can express that as AX plus BY. So, here the GCD of 56 comma 72 is expressed as 56 into P plus 72 into Q. Now, we have to find the values of P comma Q R. Now, we have to find the GCD of 56 comma 72. So, to find the GCD of 56 comma 72, we have to divide the greatest number 72 by the smallest number 56. So, where the greatest number is 72 and the smallest number is 56. Now, by dividing 72 by 56, what we get? 56 into 1, 56, 12 minus 6 is 6, 6 minus 5 is 1. So, that is 16, that is 16. So, here we can write 56 equal to, we can express 56 equal to 56 into 72 equal to. So, 72 can be written as, so from this we can write 72 can be expressed as 56 into 1 plus 16, 56 into 1 plus 16, let us take that is equation 1. Next we have to divide the divisor 56 by 16, 16 3 is 48, 16 4 is 64. So, 16 3 is 48. So, 16 minus 8 is 8, 4 minus 4 is 0. So, that is 8. Now, this 56 can be written as 16 into 3 plus 8, 16 into 3 plus 8, let us take that is equation 2. So, again by dividing the divisor 16 by the remainder 8, 8 2 is 16, so the remainder is 0, so that is why this is the HCF of 56 comma 72. That is the HCF of 56 comma 72. Now, we are expressing 8 as 56 into P plus 72 into Q. What are the values of P and Q? Now, from this we can write 16 equal to, so 8 into 2 plus 0. So, 16 equal to 8 into 2, 16 plus 0. Now, we have to write. So, from this we have 16 equal to 8 into 2. So, therefore, GCD of or HCF of, so GCD of 56 comma 72 is 8. The GCD of 56 comma 72 is 8. Now, we have to express this 8 as 56 into P plus 72 into Q. From equation 2, we can write 8 equal to, if we take 16 into 3 to this side, minus 16 into 3. From equation 2, we can write, here we have equation 2 is 56 equal to 16 into 3 plus 8. So, we can write 8 equal to 56 minus 16 into 3. 8 can be written as from equation 2 by taking 16 into 3 to this side, 56 minus 16 into 3. Again, in place of 16 from equation 1, we can write 72 minus 56 into 1. So, 8 equal to 56 minus, in place of 16 from equation 1, we can write 72 minus 56 into 1 into 3. So, since from equation 1, so by using equation 1, we can write 16 as 72 minus 56 into 1. So, by simplifying, 8 equal to 56 minus 3 into 72, 3 into 72 minus of minus plus 3 into 56. So, 56 minus 72 into 3 or 3 into 72 minus into minus plus 56 into 1 into 3, that is 56 into 3. So here first term 56, last term 3 into 56. If you take 56 as common from these two terms, you will get 56 of 1 plus 3 is 4. So we can write 4 into 56. So 8 equal to, we can write 4 into 56 minus 3 into 72. By observing the given problem, here we have 56 into P plus 72 into Q. Let us express RHS in this form. So 8 equal to, so here we have 56 into P. So we can write 56 into 4 plus 72 into Q. So 72 into minus 3. 72 into minus 3. So by expressing this in this form, 56 into P, 56 into 4 plus 72 into Q, 72 into minus 3. Now if we compare 56 into 4 plus 72 into minus 3 with 56 into P plus 72 into Q, in place of P we have 4 and in place of Q we have minus 3. So therefore P equal to 4 comma Q equal to minus 3. So the values of P comma Q are 4 comma minus 3 by observing, that is option A. So just like the problem finding the GCD only, but here we have to express the GCD of the given two numbers like this, 56 into P plus 72 into Q. So where 56 and 72 are given, find the GCD of these two numbers we have gotten, that is 8. So that is, so 8. Now from equation 2 we can write 8 equal 56 minus 16 into 3. Again from equation 1, in place of 16 we can write 72 minus 56 into 1. Simplify this and express RHS in the form of 56 into P plus 72 into Q. Now 56 into P plus 72 into Q means in place of P we have 4 and in place of Q we have minus 3. So the values of P comma Q are 4 comma minus 3, that is option A. So take the screenshot. Next, let us go to the next problem. Here, if the GCD of 408 comma 1032 is given as 408P minus 1032 into Q, then P by Q equal to, options are A 5 by 2, B 2 by 7, C 2 by 5 and D is 7, just like the above problem, but here we have to find P by Q after getting the values of P comma Q. In the above problem, just we have found the values of P comma Q only. For this problem, after getting the values P and Q, we have to find P by Q. Here also 408 and 1032. Two numbers are given, we have to find the GCD of these two numbers. To find the GCD of these two numbers, we have to divide the greatest number 1032 by the smallest number 408. 1032 by dividing by 408. By dividing by 408. So if we take 3 4 the 1200 times. If we take 2 8 ja 16, 2 8 ja 16, 2 into 0 0 1, 2 4 ja 8. So 12 minus 6 is 6, 2 minus 1 is 1, 10 minus 8 is 2. So 216. So 216. So again by dividing 408 by 216. If you take 216 into 2, 2 into 16 32, 2 to the 4 432, but here 408 is there. So that is why let us take 206 into 1, 206, 8 minus 6 is 2, 10 minus 1 is 9, 3 minus 2 is 1, 192. 192 by subtracting 216 from 408. Again by dividing the divisor 216 by 192. So 192 into 1, 192, 6 minus 2 is 4, 21 minus 19 is 2. So 24. So we can write 6 minus 2 4, 11 minus 9 is 2, 1 minus 1 is 0, 24. So again by dividing 192 by 24. 24 4 ja 196. 24 4 ja 196, but here we have 192 only. Here we have 192 only. So that is why 24 3 ja 72, 24 4 ja 96, 24 into 4 96, 24 5s are 120. If you take 7 times, 7 4s are 28, 7 2s are 14 plus 4, 18. If you multiply 24 by 7, 7 4s are 28, 7 2s are 14 plus 2, 16, 168. If you take 8 times, 24 into 8, 8 4s are 32, 8 2s are 16 plus 3, 192. So exactly cancel. So 24 into 8. So that is 192. So remainder is 0. The remainder is 0. So clearly the GCD of 408, 1032 is 24. So this is the GCD or HCF. So 24 is the GCD or HCF of 408, 1032. Now take this. Now we can express 1032 as, we can write 1032 as 408 into 2, 408 into 2 plus 216, plus 216, let us take, that is 1. We can write 1032 as 408 into 2 plus 216. Okay. Now here 408 can be written as, 408 can be written as 216 into 1 plus 192. 216 into 1 plus 192. So take, that is equation 2. Now this 216 can be written as 192 into 1. 216 can be written as 192 into 1 plus 192 into 1 plus, here the remainder is 24. So plus 24. Let us take, that is equation 3. Now this 192 can be written as, so 192 equal 24 into 8 plus 0. 24 into 8 plus 0. So that is nothing but 192 only. So clearly the HCF or GCD of 408, 1032. So therefore GCD of 408, 1032 is, so 24. So 24 into 8 plus 192. So we can write, that is 24. So just like the above problem, but here we have to find P by Q. Now from equation 3 we can write 24 as, from equation 3 we can write 24 equal to, 24 equal, by taking the term 192 into 1 to this side, 216 minus 192 into 1. Now in place of 192, from equation 2, by taking 216 into 1 to this side, we can write 216 minus, in place of 192, by using equation 1, we can write 408 minus 216 into 1. 216 into 1 into 1. So 216, in place of 192, from equation 2 we can write 408 minus 216 into 1 into 1. So from equation 2. So by simplifying this, you will get 216 minus 408 into 1 is 408 minus of minus plus 216 into 1. So that is 216 only. 216 minus 408 minus of minus plus 216. So this is 216, this is also 216. By adding those two, you will get 2 into 216. We have to express like this, 2 into 216. So from this we can write 216 plus 216, 2 into 216 minus 408. 2 into 216 minus 408. Now by using equation 1, in place of 216 we can write 1032 minus 408 into 2. So from this we can write, so 2 into 216 minus 408, in place of 216, by using equation 1 we can write, so that is 2 into 216, we can write 1032. 2 into 1032 minus 408 into 2. In place of 216, by using equation 1 we can write 1032 minus 408 into 2 minus 408. minus 408. So, this is from equation 1. So, by using equation 1 in place of 216, by taking 408 into 2 to this side, 1032 minus 408 into 2. Now, by simplifying this, you will get 2 into 1032, 2 into 1032. So, minus 2 into 408 into 2. So, 2 2 is 4 minus 2 2 is 4 into 408 minus 408. 2 into 1032 minus 2 into 408 into 2. 2 to the 4 into 408 minus 408. Now we have to express this in the form of 408 into P minus 1032 Q. So we can write this as 2 into 1032 minus 4 into 408 minus 408. From these two terms, by taking minus 408 as common, you will get 4 plus 1 is 5. By adding these two, what we get? Minus 5 into 408, minus 5 into 408. Now we can write 24 as, so therefore 24 equal to 408 into P. Here minus 5 into 408 is there, so we can write this as 408 into minus 5. So we have to express that in this form, 408 into P. Here we have minus 4 into 408. So that's why we can write 408 into minus 5 minus 1032 Q, minus 1032 into Q. But here we have 2 into 1032, 2 into 1032. So 408 into P, 408 into P, 408 into P. So that is 408 into minus 5. Here minus 1032 Q is there, but actually 1032 is there. So if write like this, plus 1032 into 2, 1032 into 2. So actually this may be plus, in place of minus if we take plus, 408 into P means in place of P we have minus 5, 1032 Q means in place of Q we have 2. Now P by Q means minus 5 by 2. But minus 5 by 2 is not there. So 408 into P minus 1032 into Q. So 2 into 1032 minus 2 into 2 4 minus 4 into 408, that is minus 408. By adding these two you will get minus 5 into 408, minus 5 into 408. But here we have 408 into minus 5, 408 into P means 408 into minus 5. So we can write this as 408 into minus 5, but here 1032 Q is there. So 1032 Q into is there. Here if we write 1032 into 2 as minus of minus. So if you write 2 into 1032 is there, but here minus 1032 Q is there. So that's why we can express this as 24 equal to 408 into minus 5. Here 1032 into 2 can be written as minus of 1032 into minus 2, where minus into minus is plus only. Now if we compare 408 into minus 5, minus 103 into minus Q, with this in place of P we have minus 5 and in place of Q we have minus 2. So therefore P equal to minus 5 comma Q equal to minus 2. So 5 by 2 is the answer, that is option A. So what is P by Q? So P by Q equal to minus 5 by minus 2, minus minus get cancelled, plus 5 by 2. So that is option A. So just like the above problem, but in the above problem we have found only the values of P comma Q only. Here you have to find the value of P by Q. Here also we have to find the values of P and Q. After getting them, substitute in P by Q, you will get the answer, where LHS is 408, GCD of 408 comma 1032. To find the GCD or HCF of two or more numbers, we have to divide the greatest number by the smallest number. By dividing the greatest number 1032 by smallest number 408, we have gotten the GCD as 24. So by using that, express 1032 as 408 into 2 plus 216. Again we can write 408 as 216 into 1 plus 192. Again 216 can be written as 192 into 1 plus 24. Again 192 can be written as 24 into 8 plus 0. So clearly the GCD of 408 comma 1032 is So 24. So 24 can be written as 216 minus 192 into 1. Again by using equation 2, in place of 192 write 408 minus 216 into 1. Again by using equation 1, in place of 216 write 1032 minus 2 into 408. Simplify this and express RHS in this form. 408p minus 1032 into q. By comparing this with RHS, in place of p we have minus 5 and in place of q we have minus 2. So p by q equal to minus 5 by minus 2, that is plus 5 by 2. So take the screenshot. So hope you understood the problem. So let us go to the next problem. Here we are doing the advanced model problems. Till now we have done the problems related to mains model. Now we are doing the problems related to advanced model. In advanced model we have different types. So single correct option type problems, one or more than one correct option type problems, comprehension passage type problems, matrix matching type problems, integer type problems, like that. First let us do single option correct type. So single option correct type is nothing but just like the problems related to mains. So still now we have done the problems related to mains model. In mains model questions, with respect to the given question there exist 4 answers. Out of those 4 answers we have to choose only one correct option, just like that here also in advanced model examination. For single correct option type, one question will be given. With respect to that question, 4 options also will be given. By solving the given problem, we have to choose the correct option. Now look at the first problem. The GCD of 2 numbers is 17 and their LCM is 765. How many such pairs are possible? How many such pairs are possible? Here the GCD of 2 numbers is given as 17. GCD is nothing but HCF and their LCM is given as 765. How many such pairs are possible? So here you have to find the number of pairs such that the GCD of those 2 numbers is 17 and their LCM is 765. If you suppose that the 2 numbers are A comma B, according to the problem the GCD of A comma B is given as 17 and the LCM is given as 765. If you suppose that the 2 numbers are A comma B, according to the problem the GCD is given as 17. So we can take A equal to 17x and B equal to 17y, where x comma y are some integers. In place of x and y you may take the integers as your wish. By finding the GCD or HCF you will get 17 only and their LCM is given as 765. How many such pairs are possible? Here I am considering the 2 numbers as A comma B. Let A comma B be the numbers. Let us suppose that A comma B are the required numbers. According to the problem the GCD of A comma B is given as 17. So since the GCD of A comma B is 17, then let us suppose that A equal to 17x comma B equal to 17y. Let us suppose that A equal to 17x and B equal to 17y, because here the HCF is given as 17. If the HCF is given as some k, then we can take the 2 numbers as A equal to kx comma B equal to kx. So since the GCD is 17, then we can take the 2 numbers as A equal to 17x and B equal to 17y. According to the problem the LCM is given as 765. So given that LCM of A comma B is 765. So what is the LCM of 17x comma 17y? So simple. To find the LCM of 17x comma 17y, so write the 2 numbers 17x comma 17y along a line. Here these 2 numbers are clearly divisible by 17. So 17x y times. So 17 into x into y. To find the LCM of the given 2 or more numbers, first we have to write the given numbers along a line by separating with commas. After that we have to choose one number such that that number must divide at least 2 of the given numbers. After dividing those numbers by the chosen number, write the quotient below that number only. If the number is not divisible by the number chosen, then keep the number as it is. So, here for 17x and 17y, clearly we can take 17 is the common multiple. So, 17x times y times. Now, LCM equals 17 into x into y. So, the LCM of a comma b 17 xy. So, therefore, 17xy equal to 765. 17xy equal to 765. From this we can write x into y equal to 765 by 17. So, 17 4 is 68, 8 is there, 85, 17 5 is 85. So, exactly 45 times cancel. So, x into y equal to 45, x into y equal to 45. By multiplying x and y, we are getting 45. So, here the possible chances are, so in place of x if we take 1 and in place of y if we take 45, in place of x if we take 1 and in place of y if we take 45, or in place of x if we take 45 and in place of y if we take 1, x into y is nothing but y into x, both are equal. So, 1 comma 45 is one pair. If you take 3 comma 15, 3 into 15, that is also 45. If you take 3 comma 15, 3 into 15, that is also 45, but these two are not co-prime integers. We must take the integers as co-prime integers. So, that is why we can eliminate 3 comma 15. If you take 9 comma 5, if you take 9 comma 5, clearly these are the co-prime integers. So, the possible chances are 1 comma 45, 3 comma 15, 9 comma 5, but do not consider 3 comma 15 because these are not co-prime integers. Co-prime integers means we must get the GCD as 1. So, that is why therefore possible pairs are, so therefore possible pairs are 1 comma 45 and 9 comma 5 or 5 comma 9. So, now if you take 1 comma 45, a equal to 17x comma b equal to 17y. So, therefore, a equal to 17x, 17 into 1 17 comma b equal to 17 into 45, again you will get 765. So, this is 17 comma 765, this is one pair. Next, if you take x equal to 9 comma y equal to 5, a equal to 17 into 9. So, 9 7 ja 63, 9 1 ja 9 plus 6 15, 153 comma b equal to 17y, 17 5 ja 85. So, another pair is 153 comma 85. So, according to the problem, how many such pairs are possible? So, 17 comma 765 is one pair, 153 comma 85 is another pair. So, that is why two pairs are exist. So, that is why we can take option B. So, therefore, number of pairs equal to, so therefore, number of pairs equal to 2. So, we can take option B. So, the GCD of two numbers is given as 17 and their LCM is given as 765. So, let us consider the two numbers as a comma b. So, since the GCD of a comma b is 17, then we can take the two numbers as a equal to 17x comma b equal to 17y. According to the problem, the LCM is given as 765. So, the LCM of 17x comma 17y is 17xy. So, 17xy equal to 765. By simplifying, we have gotten xy equal to 45. Here, by taking the possible values of x comma y, 145, 350, 95, but do not consider 3 comma 15 because they are not co-prime integers. So, possible pairs are 1 comma 45, 9 comma 5. By substituting these values in a comma b, we have gotten the two numbers as 17 comma 765 and 153 comma 85. Two pairs are exist. So, that is why we can say the number of pairs is 2. So, two pairs are possible for the given problem. So, dear students, hope you understood the class today. So, in next class we are going to do some more advanced model problems related to LCM and HCF. So, thank you for subscribing Epmaster. So, thank you very much.